Okay, today our panel is going to be discussing the issue of entertainment, teen entertainment. We're going to have behind the cameras questions, and we'll field those to the panelists.
Hi.
We have Heidi, Megan, Ricala, and you, Christian. All right, girls. The first question. What type of entertainment do Christian teens enjoy?
You Christian want to answer that?
I think Christian teens, they enjoy TV shows, music, movies, just like anybody else.
There's no like specific requirements, as every individual is different, and they find different
Yeah.
inspirations in different things.
But I also feel like Christians should be careful of what they watch and what entertainment they take in, if it's not something God would approve
And
of.
what they expose themselves to.
Yeah.
All right, those are good points. So what are the criteria that should be used when you determine what you should or should not watch or listen to?
There definitely shouldn't be any cursing.
The language barrier.
Inappropriate actions.
It shouldn't be,
Vulgar.
yeah,
Extreme violence.
extreme violence.
And wait,
Okay, because when you search, like when you watch episodes or shows on TV, you press the info button and it shows like what it's about, and you see adult situations or adult languages. That is things that Christians shouldn't watch.
So the inquiring minds truly want to know, when you do press that info button and it says adult situations, do you change the channel?
no.
I mean, there are temptations.
There are always temptations.
There are temptations.
You have to remember what God wants you to do.
Yeah.
Once you
What
see,
God approve of what you're watching.
once you see, the minute you see something that's inappropriate, then you can change it.
Yeah.
That's what Megan.
And then when the
had to-
inappropriate part is over, you can switch back.
and then flip back to it and see if it's still there.
Very dicey, very dicey. All right, guys. Well, what about your younger siblings? If you have a younger sibling and you come into a room and they're watching something that they really want to watch, or that friends at school are talking about and they want to see what it's about, how would you counsel them?
What do you?
It depends
Is
what
it
it
depends
is.
on what it is.
Yeah.
Well, okay, for
Is it-
example.
yeah.
Wait.
Is it something that they know isn't appropriate or that their parents wouldn't want them to watch?
Yeah, like suppose there's this cartoon, white bucket, black tie, I don't know, making that up, and your parents has already set some ground rules in the house that they don't want your younger sibling to watch that. And one day you come home and they're up in the bedroom and they're watching this. I mean, how would you counsel them to follow the rules that your parents establish?
Well, I would just simply say straight out, Dad and Mom specifically told us we can't watch that. So, hence, switch the channel. And if they fail to do that and your parents aren't home, then I would just simply call them and say that my brother is watching such and such.
And I would remind them, like in the scriptures, it told us,
Honor your parents.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
mother and
I also
father.
feel like you should make them understand why they shouldn't be watching this.
But what about when you guys go out as a group with your friends and they're going to the movies and they're going to watch, I don't know, 50 Shades of Orange, let's say. What do you do then?
Try persuade
Well,
them not to watch that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would kind of say, I know I'm not going to watch that if it's not appropriate for
My
me.
taste.
Yeah.
I would just say,
And
well,
I'll just have to say, or I'd make an excuse not to go.
I'll offer next option.
Yeah.
or I would just like say, why don't we choose something we all can agree on?
Yeah.
And if the tide doesn't turn in your favor, then what?
Then you
I
go
will
to
go-
you go on a movie by yourself and let them do what they have.
But
Yeah.
if your friend agrees with you, then take the friend.
Yeah.
And let the other
Yeah.
set of friends go.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see. What about these video games? You know, parents are very much concerned about video games, and there's a lot in the public media about the dangers and the concerns of violence in video games. What sort of video games do you guys play?
Okay.
I don't
Wii
play
Sports.
video games.
Okay, I'm a gamer. Okay, I play video games. I play Call of Duty. They might be violent video games, but I think the difference is when you play it and when you act it out. Like some people is play Grand Theft Auto, and when they play it in the games, they're stealing cars, shooting people on the street, and robbing banks and shops and all of this foolishness. But I think the difference is because they don't actually think they can do it. But if they actually go there and try to do it, then that's on their self because they're trying to employ what they're learning on the games. But the games don't really tell you to do all this stuff because we already know that you shouldn't commit crime and kill people.
But then that goes to the people who don't know that it's wrong to rob a bank, those like really young kids who are playing these games. What do you say to them then?
Well, I say to them that it's wrong because I only play games for like a stress reliever when it's tense in a situation. But when you have little kids going around bullying people, teasing people, and
So
teasing people, but teasing things, you should really instruct them and tell them that it's wrong, it's not nice, because you don't want to go into jail up through them big gates, them on, because it ain't good, it's not good.
And you also could take the video game from them and, tell them to stop playing.
I think once they understand that this isn't something that you can actually go out and do, it's fine. But
yeah, if they don't
Until
know, then
then,
just don't
yeah.
give it to them.
yeah.
So you guys really think that kids or teenagers can tell the difference between what's a game and what's real life?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind
some-
of just like telling the difference between what's right and what's wrong too.
Yeah.
But some kids aren't mature enough to see that, and they still get caught up in this game. Then they apply that to real life, even though they know it's wrong. They apply it to real life, and they just want to see how it feels to
That they
actually
need
do
to
it.
find Jesus.
Okay, well guys, I guess that's the off-the-cuff responses to teens and entertainment. So join us next month. Subscribe, comment, let us know what you think.